Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator, and today we are going to learn together how to create those beautiful one-stroke flowers. Have a preview of them in here. Absolutely amazing technique and must have to know as well, because your clients will be always very impressed with it. So let's start. We are going to be playing with some one stroke and a gold detail, and I will show you quickly how we do the background. So the quickest way actually to create this kind of background is like a tiny bit of the gel polish on your tip and then some sponge. I'm gonna use some turquoise and some pink for this one. So it's a 238 color, so nice and pretty. And 202 for the turquoise one. I want to make it at kind of random, so I'm just really brushing on the product I've got on the sponge. Actually, I had some orange in there as well, so I'm just going to keep it. It's not sort of ombre, just a completely random look, and then give it a cure. Once my tip is cooked, we can apply some matte top coat, and this is something you guys ask me a lot. It's like, can you just apply the matte top coat and that's it? Yes, you can. I like to give it an extra buff to it, just so my surface is even nicer to paint like, and we also remove any excess of the extra layer which we have created by adding those matte top coat. So when my tip is cooking, I can start preparing my paints. So we are going to use the magenta one, just a wee squeeze of that color, and then some white one. There we are. Then take a buffer and just give it gently buff to my tip. Clean it well, and then let's start painting. So I like to bring some water into my brush, just a little bit, and also keep shaping my brush on the mixing palette, so make sure it's nice and flat. Then pick up your white and then pick up the magenta one. Blend it well. Like, I don't like when the colors are too separated. I mean, obviously depending on the design. For this one, I want to have them really nicely separated. And then we are going to be painting very simple flowers. So one large petal on the bottom. And I do created it with the touches of the brush. Okay, so we've got one petal. And then I'm going to paint a second petal, slightly bigger than the first one. And another one. Pick up a drop more of the paint. And then we are going to paint some leaves. Another scoop of the paint. You want the paint to be a nice and creamy consistency. And now I'm going to paint two petals over it. So one and second one. Just with the touches of the brush. Some tiny leaves. And then we can move on into the next tip. And paint another type of the flower. So again, a fresh scoop of the paint. Just touch, touch. And then the third petal. I love the one stroke technique so much because it can give you a really beautiful results. The petals which are on the top are going to go in between the first petals which we have created, and you have to always wait for the paint to dry properly before you're adding more. And then some leaves. I mean, the petals looks almost like a leaves as well. Okay, that's me happy with the background. So you can see it very simple and you don't want to overwork it. And then using the D-liner brush and the transfer foil gel, we are going to add some gold through it. So just pick up a small scoop of it. Prep my brush and then start painting. I want to kind of connect everything together. And I'm trying to paint it really nice and slim. You can also create some new places and new leaves just with the gold. When you're using the black, try to paint like kind of evenly, so you cannot have the places which are much thicker and the places which are much thinner, because the curing time is going to be different for a different thickness of the product. Okay, join everything together and add some extra leaves. I don't want to add too much on this flower, so just a tiny bit more into the bottom and then keep the top empty. Okay. It looks actually nice with black as well, like so much nice with black. Okay, nice line. Join the things together. Again, the flower cannot fly in the air, so we're just creating a very small stem and adding some leaf. Make sure you have just a little bit product on your brush. You don't want to have it loaded with the product. If there is too much product, things can be more difficult to paint. very therapeutic. And again, more detail on the bottom petals. And again, that's me quite, I actually love them just the way they are in black. It looks so pretty, really pretty. Now a curing time. We are going to cure on the slow curing, both of them, and then use some rose gold transfer foil. Do not over cure it because then you wouldn't be able to transfer foil. So just a couple seconds cure and then clean it, the back of the transfer foil. And also I'm going to take something which I could press against it. Actually, yeah, that will do. So that's my first tip cooked. Don't touch the tip during this process. And then let's transfer the transfer foil. Okay, that's me happy with it. I will just have to clean the excess of the transfer foil and give it a couple seconds longer cure to the other one. The reason why it did happen, I just under-cured it a little bit. Okay, so keep this one there. We will clean it in a second. And then transfer the foil on this one. Okay, I'm going to use the tiny bit of the blue scrap and just remove the places where my foil stick in. I actually love those type of designs. Okay, I'm happy with this one. Looks so nice and pretty. And then let's top coat it. And that's when the things looks even prettier. "60 seconds cure now." And then tidy up this one. I have also eyelash brush, and this one is actually fantastic for cleaning the things like that. What else I'm gonna do it is I will pick up the clean part of the transfer foil and just touch up this leaf here. was almost perfect, but just wanted to add it a tiny bit more. Okay, let's top coat it. And then I can show you the final results for those beautiful nails. Okay, that's the first one ready, and I can place it there. I love it. Gosh, my hands are so damaged, guys. Like, I really need to keep applying cuticle oil. Here also you've got different ideas as well on those two tips. And then the third one, that's one so pretty. It almost looks like magnolia flowers, actually. I love them so much, and I hope you have really enjoyed this tutorial as well. I'm sending you glittery hugs, and bye for now.